It began with a missing man and a frantic search for answers, but what unfolded next was a tale so dark and twisted it would leave even the most hardened investigator shaken. How does a trusted friend transform into a cold-blooded killer? This is the shocking tale of betrayal, greed, and rituals that began on the banks of Aurora River. In the bustling community of Omokoro village, Tund Afolabi and Kelvin Odian were more than friends, they were brothers in spirit. Known for their inseparable bond, Tund, a successful businessman, had always trusted Kelvin with his life. But what Tund didn't know was that Kelvin had been harboring a secret, one that would cost him everything. When Tund mysteriously vanished on September 8, 2024, the village was thrown into chaos. Tund's family reported his disappearance, and Kelvin, ever the concerned friend, was the first to show up at their home, offering to help. "We'll find him," Kelvin assured them, his voice steady. But there was something off about his demeanor. As days turned into weeks, Kelvin's helpfulness began to feel like intrusion. He frequently visited Tund's family, asking pointed questions and even suggesting that Tund might have been kidnapped. What raised eyebrows was Kelvin's request for N500,000, claiming he needed the money to consult a spiritualist who could help locate Tund. The family hesitated but gave in, desperate for answers. Kelvin soon returned, this time with even darker news. Tund, he claimed, was in the hands of kidnappers demanding N20.7 million for his release. Distraught and desperate, the family scrambled to gather the money. What they didn't know was that Tund was already dead. After months of evasion, a tip from an informant led investigators to Kelvin's accomplice, a man named Sunday Iadil. It was Sunday who finally cracked under the weight of guilt, revealing the chilling truth. On the night of September 8, Kelvin had lured Tund to the secluded banks of Aurora River, under the pretense of showing him a property worth N30 million. Tund, trusting his friend, had followed without question. But waiting in the shadows were three others, Sunday, a notorious local herbalist named Joshua, and a man known only as Big O. Together, they overpowered Tund, tied him to a stake, and beheaded him. Tund's body was thrown into the river, while the herbalist took the severed head back to his shrine for a ritual. When Kelvin was finally arrested, his calm demeanor cracked under interrogation. His motive? Greed. Tund had entrusted him with N30 million to purchase a property, but Kelvin had diverted the funds to buy land and begin building a duplex for himself. Unable to face Tund's inevitable anger, Kelvin had concocted a sinister plan to silence him forever. Even after Tund's death, Kelvin's greed knew no bounds. He manipulated the family, collecting an additional N20.7 million in ransom money, claiming it was for Tund's release. The breakthrough came when police raided the herbalist's shrine in Odakutu. Hidden among the tools of his trade was a freshly dug grave containing a human skull, later identified as Tund's. The sight of the shrine left investigators speechless. Charms, bones, and blood-stained artifacts filled the room, a macabre testament to the horrors that had unfolded there. But the most shocking revelation came when Sunday confessed that Kelvin had planned to eliminate all his accomplices after the murder. "He told us we were loose ends," Sunday said, trembling. Kelvin's plan had been to use the herbalist to perform a ritual that would silence them forever, ensuring no one could link him to the crime. It was only by sheer luck that Sunday had overheard Kelvin's plan and fled to another town, leading to his eventual capture and confession. As the suspects were paraded before the media, the community was left grappling with the magnitude of the betrayal. The case served as a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest danger lies closest to home. Kelvin, the man who had once been seen as a loyal friend, was sentenced to life in prison, along with his accomplices. The herbalist's shrine was demolished, and Tund's family finally laid his remains to rest, though the scars of his loss would linger forever. How could a man betray his closest friend for greed? The story of Tund and Kelvin is a haunting reminder of the depths of human depravity, and the resilience of those left to pick up the pieces. As the sun sets over Aurora River, whispers of this dark tale remind us all, not every smile hides good intentions.